tonight after some delays last week with various people not being able to make it. But it's great to have you all along tonight with some adventurers and the raiders of the Serpent Sea. Now, who wants to be brave enough to reach back into the memory from 2 weeks ago and tell me what happened? Or tell everybody what happened, for that matter.
We were making our way to the city or the town of Nowhere after the cabin we shacked up in when the dead raider arose out of the sea, and we fought, drug a couple people into the cold, and then we lit the body on fire, and that was that. We voted, Loki convinced people to take the Beaver Dam shortcut across to the town of Nowhere, which did not end up too well for, I believe it was Loki and Hjol, who got grabbed by some crocodiles. And then we were on our way to the city of Nowhere when there was basically an outpost. But lucky for us, Lana, being familiar with the city of Nowhere, was able to have the men stand down and allow us access. We entered the city of Nowhere where this shaman-esque female, I don't have her name, just remembers that she asks for clippings of fingernails and toenails, and I believe everybody but Bjorn.
Well, let's...
Maybe everybody. Yeah, they anyway, we gave her fingernails and she gave us a blessing because if we didn't do that, a ship of bone and something would arise from the water she had a vision on.
No, a ship of fingernails and toenails.
Ship of fingernails.
Spooky.
And now we are basically looking for a ship that we can have to set sail on our voyage.
Do you take notes, Doug, or are you just that smart?
That was no notes. That was me just remembering.
You are that smart. And I guess, I don't think you were here last time, Dylan. So do you think Bobby would have given his fingernails and his toenails to Eagle, this tiefling?
Just the clippings, yeah.
Yeah, just the clippings. You're not like prying them out with pliers. Just the clippings, yes.
You know, I'm not doing anything with those.
Okay, great. So,
yeah, now our nails are nice and neat and and clipped. It's all good.
And so Angel is still talking to you down just as you enter the town down here. And after collecting all your clippings, claiming that this will delay the ship of fingernails, which is apparently a bad thing, and I don't know about you, but if I ever saw a ship made of fingernails and toenails, I'd certainly run and go the other way. She says, and she's living very much on the outskirts of town. And she goes on to explain that tieflings like her are a bit of outcast. They're considered demonic or devilish in some ways, and signs of it alone. But then she goes on to explain, so what brings you here to the town of Nowhere?
I recommend a ship.
Who is this talking? Is this still Ejil? Or is this
Still
Fingernail
Ejil.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hi Ejil. Yeah, we just need to find a boat. Also, so what do I know? Who do I know in this town that could be a good source for a boat, basically? Since this is where I'm from. Well, this is where I ended up washed up.
Yep. Well, there's 3 that you know about that are available. There's lots of ships here, but some of them just wouldn't be all available. I'll just type these out. There's the Raven ship, captained by Scooty the Grey. Oops.
Oh, Dylan, while Malcolm looks this up, we leveled up to level 2 for you to pick your spells.
Yeah, I told him before we started. He just stepped away though, so I think he I went to the bathroom.
Okay.
We also have a bunch of loot that if anybody needs supplies, we can trade in.
Ah, sorry, ignore that. I got it wrong. There's Scooty, who owns the Grey. There is Hard. He owns the Raven ship. And there is Works. And the ship of Vipers. Now, so that's all you know about it. And the only thing you know about it is the Grey. Is the best quality ship.
Okay. And then do I know who originally sent me to the tower? Because that was a bogus.
It would have been the Jarl of the town. A lady called... Where is she? Yeah. The Jarl of Nowhere is Baelwyn, a dwarven lady. She's often wanders around town, so have a look out for her. Bael. The
Well, I would say step one is probably let's find out how much a ship costs.
Yeah. So I'll tell Ejil. Oh yeah. So I'm back because Baelwyn she told me to go to the tower because there might be clues on how to get home, and all I did was find these new friends of mine, and they're looking for a boat. They apparently have some sort of epic journey or whatnot, and they need to go someplace or whatever. I wasn't really paying attention. Sorry guys. So
Point of order.
Yes.
I vote we only talk about the Grey and the Raven ship, for the great sea serpent Jormungandr could be enraged if we go to a ship called the Ship of Vipers. Don't want to anger the gods.
Well.
okay.
Oh. Sorry, typo. It's hard on the Raven ship, not us. Hard. There we go. You are interested in the Raven ship. I have some information that might help you with, shall we say, negotiations with Odd.
Do you have a bit of information on like each of them so we can actually make an informed decision before we settle on anything?
As I said, I'm a bit of an outcast and people don't talk to me very much, thinking I'm a sign of ill omen. But I do
Well,
have some information on HUD. Let's just
Well,
say
I
if
think
the
you're
price
swell.
is... Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do have information on Hard Thornbeard. For the right price,
Give it to
of
us.
course.
What's the price?
yeah. What do you want?
How much do you have to offer? Let's start there.
2 silver.
Oh, that is far too cheap, my lady. 4 silver doesn't go as far as it used to. What do we make
Well,
it?
3 gold pieces.
Make a persuasion check. Yo, you're in the vicinity. First roll of the night.
Dirty
Oh,
one.
no. 3 gold pieces is not acceptable. But if you made it 5, I think you would have a deal.
What about? I mean, I know you haven't had a chance to talk to a lot of people, but can we say that I've been nice to her? So it's been because I'm nice to everybody, generally. So it's like,
Mm,
what do you
yeah.
feel? Come on, come on, come on. We're friends, right?
Well,
Friends.
How about? I mean, I know he kind of came off a little strong, but three gold's gonna set you a lot, gonna keep you fed and all that for a long time. Don't be greedy. Come on, for me.
well, I'll say this just put it out of context. You're well liked. You like everybody. Is that an advantage in a town like this, or not an advantage? Are you going to get used by people because of your friendliness? So, keeping that in mind, you can make a persuasion check, but the DC is going to be higher than what Yol did because Yol kind of
Okay.
screwed it up. So, yep. Lana, Lana, you have always been kind to me while others turn their back on. Tell you what, we'll set it at 4 gold pieces.
Sounds good. Yeah, pleasure talking to you. So I'll just take it out of the party fund.
Sure. See, Hard, he is headstrong and perhaps the least likely of the owners of Longship who have a chance to acquire their ship. He is often tells a good story about avenging the death of his brother by killing the former captain of the Raven ship. But the truth is that he hears Hard mutter prayers at the Great Hall. In his prayers, he thanks the Stone Court, which is the pantheon, the gods of this world. So he tells a good story about avenging the death of his brother by killing the former captain of the Raven ship. But the truth of the matter is that she overhauled prayers at the Great Hall. In those prayers, he thanks the Stone Court for arranging his brother's death. Beyond that, I cannot say any. Maybe you could use this in leverage if you ever encounter Hard.
Awesome. Thank you. That was really helpful. Ooh,
Now,
he's dreamy.
now, now I see you have 7 amongst you, or 8, including Hrolf and Sid. She says, well, that is not really enough to man a crew. I suspect the crew of the Raven ship will most likely follow Hard. If you want me to, I can start making inquiries around town. Perhaps assemble a crew for you. Would that be something you're interested in?
What type of people would Egil assemble for us? I'm like, what do I think? Like since she is kind of like an outcast, right? So
Tell you what, make an insight check, Lana. You think she could find some crew members, but they're the type of crew members who would probably want 2 things. Number 1, a daily stipend, like a certain amount of money per day, and a share of the treasure. And you could, like, those are the general terms that people either want share of the treasure, or a daily stipend. And you think maybe she'd get the kind of worst of both worlds.
well, I'll let the rest of the party know that. And I'll coach it. I'll coach it in a way that's not insulting. But a little bit more of a mercenary band, blah blah blah. Because at the end of the day, it's not my boat; it's their boat. So
I think it's up to Rolf to decide. He's
Well,
the
again,
one
I
who
think we
wants the
need to
boat.
investigate. We heard about one ship. Let's look into other options before we decide on anything.
Yeah. So that's the ship is different from the crew.
Yes.
We
So
have to
he's
consider
talking
all the expenses. We're gonna have to pay a crew. We're gonna need
Yep.
supplies. We're gonna need defenses. We're gonna need a lot of stuff. We can't just. We need to like take some time here.
Okay. So I'll let Egil know. You know, that's super nice.
We'll definitely consider. You know, the
Yeah.
if
We'll
it comes down to having a higher kind of that, then we can look into it. But
yeah, we'll put a pin on that, Egil, and we'll get back to you. Okay.
Okay. But the ship and the crew tend to be two distinct entities. Let's just say this and say it's not, you didn't hear this from me. But technically, there are three options. I heard what you whispered, young lady, says to Sylvie. It is possible to steal a ship. Let's just take it as written that if you're caught, you'll be hung in the Great Hall. It could be the end of your story. Buying it is an expensive option. I don't know how deep your pockets are, but you're haggling over a gold piece. Maybe that's too expensive for you. Their other option is to challenge the captain for the control of ship. Get him in a battle of honor, a battle of wits. Often these things are settled by simple drinking competitions. Now, it is not as simple as going up to a ship captain and say, let's drink for your ship. He's more than likely going to refuse your offer. But if you have some type of leverage over him, like for instance, I've already given you a little bit of leverage over Hard. So
Sounds good.
buy,
Thank you.
steal, or shall we say?
we'll consider our options. We greatly appreciate the resources.
Oh, I really appreciate the gold.
Don't forget the toenails.
Oh,
Those
of
are one of a
course.
kind you have there.
That is very much appreciated.
Thanks, Egil. And you know, I just want to tell you, you know, if you ever feel bad, that you are worth that 4 gold. You're
Well,
worth it.
thank you
All
very
right.
much. One more piece of information that perhaps might be useful to you. And for you, Lana, just a simple gold piece.
Sure. I'll pass her a gold. I'll take it from my personal stash.
Sure. As you know, as you all should know, we live in the town of the place we call Grimner. Grimner, surrounded by the Serpent seas, I'm sure you know all too well. I happen to have a map at one that showed not only the location of the map of Grimner, but shall we say some unique locations, some places of interest mapped out. I believed some of the nearby islands were marked with possible treasure. Unfortunately, I do not have that map anymore, but that you seek out the dealer, that's what she calls herself, seek out the dealer in the raid leader's hall. And just tell her I sent you, and she might be willing to part with the map.
Sweet. Thanks.
Best of luck, everyone.
Yep. And if we decide that we do want to hire a crew through you, then we'll be in touch, okay? Don't be a stranger.
I'll be here.
Also, we're also always looking for useful information. So
Well, I suggest you head over to the Eye of the Storm, the local feasting hall. Which
I can use a meal. I can use a meal.
So Malcolm, we have a
Mhm.
bunch of like stuff in kind, not necessarily in cash.
Mhm.
Where would be like I would suggest like let's convert this to like fungible stuff and
Yeah,
see if we can
Good
unless
sell.
idea.
there's something specific that somebody needs. Which I had a question, an artificer question, real quick. So
Sure.
I have the 100 gold piece pearl for identify, which the spell doesn't consume.
Mhm.
The homunculus servant also requires a gem of 100 gold pieces. If I use a pearl to create a homunculus servant, can I basically just use the homunculus as like the component for the identify spell if I need it?
Sure.
Since okay, cool.
Yeah.
Carry
So you have your pearl, right? Because I have one pearl
Yes,
here,
yeah.
and I think one.
Yeah, we
gave
can
it to
eat
you.
that one.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
unless somebody else needs it.
Yeah. So we do have a character sheet that's called Party Loot. There's a bunch of like treasure that's basically like gems and whatnot. Let me know if there's anything in there you don't want us to sell, and then you can just put it in your inventory, and I can just take it out of here.
Is diamond dust used for anything?
I don't know.
Not till much. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
And then that diamond can go too, because that's a 60 gold diamond, not a 500 gold diamond. for
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that we probably need the spare cash now more than the possibility of like keeping it around for like
Is anyone a
4
wizard?
more levels.
No.
I would want maybe like the powdered silver and iron, just for like tinkering purposes.
Oh, the pouch, the 20 GP pouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
If we don't have a wizard, then we can sell the ink. No reason to keep ink if we don't have a wizard.
All right. So
Unless you want to keep it to like make a map while we sail, just in case.
But do
yeah,
we
but
need magic ink for that?
that's probably like.
I can
Does
create,
anybody have
I can
cartographer's
create
tools?
I can create a map tool. I can
Okay,
create
no problem.
like actual tools.
I have navigation, so I'm not sure if it's the same as
Eventually I can.
cartographers.
Yeah. So just let me know. So you want us to keep the powdered silver and iron, and then
Yeah,
we
I'll
can
just-
just chuck
I'll
everything
take
else.
that. You can just take it off the thing.
Okay.
Malcolm, before like when party as party is leaving, Bjorn will kind of whisper to Igel, "Do you know any seers in this town?"
Ah, that I do. There is. What's his name? He's the one they call the Ruler. You can find them in the grove to the north of town.
All right, thank you.
All right.
What was the
so we-
name? Sorry, repeat.
Rune Thrower.
Or type in.
I'll,
Thank you. Sorry.
So it's the title, not the name. The rune thrower.
it's known as the Rune Drawer. Definitely a seer of sorts. And, whoops.
All right.
And there he is, right
Thank
in
you,
the
Adriel.
north of town at 12. Yes, I
So
see-
how do we cross to the other side, if ever? Like
I think
because it looks like we're on the
boats,
other side
I think
of
we
the
take
river.
a boat.
We just take boats.
Ejo says, I'll give you this one for free. Talk to Sealerfin at the docks. He can provide transport across the river.
Sweet.
I actually have a question for you as well. Anyone that you know that sells kind of odd like knickknacks or just trinkets?
Oh, the market. That would be the place to go.
So would I know any other places of interest on this side of the river?
Let's have a look. Actually, I'll put everything on the side of the river. So that one there is just warehouses for storage.
Also remember that in terms of needing to carry stuff, we have the bag of yolding. Let's.
So that's just like a bunch of warehouses.
Yep.
Oh, the Jarl's there. All right.
Mhm. Oops. Ah! I've done something terribly wrong. I know. Does the map look weird to you guys?
The
Nope.
It
the
flashed
labels
for
are
a
gone.
second, but it looks fine now.
The labels are gone.
Yeah,
Like-
the just the numbers.
Yeah, I see 3947. The 12 is gone, and the
Oh, I see what I did. Here we go.
there you go.
Okay. Pull these on quickly. 6. It's Tent City. Uh, 10. Barnes. Oops. And 11. Oops. Is shipbuilders. Oops. So you're looking to buy a ship. Shipbuilders would be the place to go.
And what is 8?
Alright, just getting there. 8 is the Great Hall.
Okay.
It's where the
And
muckety mucks. You've never yeah, just a Great Hall. Like lots of things happen at the Great Hall. A lot of religious bits and pieces happen there. A lot of people can be found there. It's like a central meeting place.
Okay. So I'll ask the party, like, so before we cross, do we want to get through all the people on this side of the river? Like, I know I need to talk to the Jarl. It looks like Bjorn wants to talk to the rune thrower, and we can look at the shipbuilders to see how much it is to buy a boat.
I mean, that makes the most sense, so we're not crossing
Yeah.
back and forth.
All right. So I guess we'll just get to the Jarl first.
Sure.
Sure.
Just so we're not like going to and fro. So we'll just go
Yeah.
northeastward.
And we can probably sell our things at the market.
Yeah, but that's across
Beforehand.
the river. That's across the river.
Oh, I thought we were on the other side. Okay.
You're right
We
here.
are. We're here.
Oh, okay. Zoom out. Okay.
Okay,
And
so
Eye of the
Mhm.
Storm, is that also an inn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Assuming we'll need lodging.
And
Yeah,
I
definitely
assume,
lodging
like,
at the
it-
Eye of the Storm. Get lodging there.
and that's like a drinking hall and stuff where we can find more dirt on people,
Yeah,
right?
they said
Yeah.
it was the tavern. I just wanted to make sure we had like places to stay.
Yep, you could definitely stay at the Eye of the Storm. Lots of people, a lot of rumors could be gathered there, shall we say. Okay, but you're heading north to the Jarl. Just okay. Well, as you head north, why don't we have Dylan? Could you roll me a D20, please?
Also, just for the sake of declaring who has it, I can keep that head that we have in the bag.
Sure.
The undead head.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like just kind of carrying it around would be a little odd.
Sip. As you're wandering north through the town, I mean, the weather is still, there's howling winds. It's cold, it's miserable. Most of you are comfortable with this. As you're heading north, though, you see a guy stand up from one behind the buildings. And he approaches you, Bjorn. He says, "Hello, traveler. Haven't seen you around here. You're yourself around here before. What's your name, friend?"
Bjorn, who wants to know?
"My name is Marks. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, hi, Marks.
I am looking to earn my way upon a longship. Let's just say my own longship crashed and I am not considered worthy. What I am challenging you to, Bjorn, is a fight between me, between you. This is a fight to the death. The only thing I ask of you is that if you kill me, you let my next of kin know. And if I kill you, you let me know your next of kin. What do you say,
Wait.
Bjorn?
Wait. So he wants to duel to the death to prove that he can get on a boat?
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to kill somebody to prove it. Yeah. They'll fight.
What was that, sorry?
Do we have time for?
Oh,
We will fight. I'll accept.
Yeah,
But
Lana's rolling her eyes.
Is there a
Do we have
popcorn
time right
stand
now?
around anywhere?
I mean,
I'm sorry, what you were saying?
Oh, I just asked if there was like a refreshment stand that we can get snacks while we watch
Yeah,
the
like some popcorn. Well,
no
more
refreshment
seriously
stands.
though, is like a fight to the death in the streets like gonna be a deal? Is there like guards that are gonna come and like arrest all
Oh, no.
the people, or they don't
no.
care?
I don't care. Things like this happen
All
all
right.
the time. So if two people willingly engage in a fight, I mean, a bit different if someone came up behind you and chopped off your head just out of the blue, right? But this is a consenting
Mutual
adult, shall we
combat.
say. Mutual combat. All right, thank you, Bjorn. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. All I ask is that if I fall, you seek out my brother in the town of Trunarg, which you'll find on the main continent. Just let him know that I fought and I fell. Now, of course, I give you the same opportunity. If you die, who should I aim for?
Right now, no one. Just say that I died in the battle.
Aw,
To
that's so
whoever you
sad.
drink with next time.
You can inform us. It feels bad if no,
Aren't you
you
going
don't
to
have any-
watch me kill him?
No, it's the principle.
Well, you can tell them. I went back to the party. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
Lana just feels bad that you have no friends to tell after this if you do bite it.
Right, make any preparations you wish, Bjorn. And may the best man win.
Before the fight, Floki's gonna start kind of making some commotion. Come all, come bet. Who will visit Valhalla today? Come, see the spectacle.
And a small crowd gathers as Marks and Bjorn, do the flexing of the muscles thing. Are you ready, Bjorn?
I am.
Let's do this. And he charges at you. He rolls 9 for his initiative.
8.
8. I didn't get on there, Bjorn, but I'll put you in. But he gets to attack first. Like many of the combatants you see around here, he's wielding a Skigox.
Wait,
Skigox.
Bjorn, is your dex 0? Because that didn't add dex.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just that bad. Okay, he says. So Marks gets his Skigox, and Bjorn, your armor class is 7. He just comes up and wheels at you with rolls a 7, though you duck underneath it easily enough, and he's off balance, but he gets back to his feet. What do you do, Bjorn?
Ha! My turn, and I swing right by his head.
Okay.
I'll try to take his head off. Great sword. Ooh, 14.
14. He's got he has a small leathery shield and he deflects it. And he says, "No, you have to do better than that, Bjorn." And he swings his Skigox back at you, this time scraping you boom across the chest, and you take 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay. All right. That's it. Just says.
Come on, let's hear what you got.
I do this. And 18.
18 does hit. There's a great sword, slashes across him, catching him in the shoulder and doing 8 points of slashing damage. It's a good hit, friend.
I do action search. I can attack then again.
Sure.
All right. So attack again.
Sudden burst of adrenaline. You hit again. Ugh.
That was a nice hit. Let's see another one.
Oh, that you almost just destroy him almost in one round. You're quite the opponent, but I'm not dead yet. And it goes with the ferocity of the one nearly dead. And he rolls a 17, which I think hits, doesn't it?
Yep, it does. Mm-hmm.
For 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Right. Come on, you got one shot to finish this. You don't take me down now.
that was a
You're not
good
going
one.
to take me down. Come on, bring it. Swings out the way.
Got me off balance for a second there.
And as you're off balance, he tries to cut you across the back. Oh, and he rolls a 7. He misses as well. You know when I said you had one shot? We got one shot more. Bring it.
You live longer, my friend.
And he brings it down, aiming for your head. And he hits again with 21. Yeah, 21 hits for another 5 points of slashing damage. Come on.
My God, throw your dice away, man.
Like
I think this was the whole campaign was like. Huh?
Yeah, you do have second
You
wind.
have second wind.
Oh, I forgot about this thing. Yeah.
Didn't your first
Characters like
character just fail every save?
don't know.
Last session, Bjorn also kind of like just wiffle waffled around.
What, 4, a 4, and a 3, but 7 hit points back. Okay, does he have that? Can he do that? No, he can't. Okay. So as you're healing himself, he says, "That's going to help you." And he swings his Skigox one more time, and this time hits again with a dirty 20 for 5 points of slashing damage. As the rest of you watch on as these two very bloody warriors just go hammer at fist. Come on, Bjorn! Come on!
Good one. Let's see if I hit you this time. 15.
Almost hit him, but he blocks it at the last possible second with a shield. A 15's a miss. He said, "You almost got me." And he rolls a 10 as he's off balance. His axe is slipping in his bloody hands. He's bleeding that much. Okay, Bjorn.
We both gained worry. Let's see. 13.
God,
Rolled, my goodness.
no wonder you die all the time.
He gassed himself. That accent surge really hurt you.
And It comes at you, rolls a 10, which is good because that would have done 7 points of damage. That's a swing and a miss.
Nice.
Come on, Bjorn.
All right.
Papa,
Ah,
are you
Oh,
thirsty?
thank God.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Look what I got. Come
Oh,
on.
no, I want
that's
boba.
nice. Bubba.
Everybody wants boba. Can you get 6 more bobas?
Boba.
Send them across the region. Oh, she's got you guys a straw, so thank you, Leila.
Amazing.
Aw,
Uber rules.
I'm
Oh, the best
jelly.
part about boba is this part.
Stab.
You're on.
how do you want to do this?
So, trying to hit, missing every hit. Burn gets really enraged and just swings 180 degrees
Mhm.
across, and with his giant sword, he just cuts his heads off, Mark's heads off, and it flies away, leaving trail of blood.
Ugh. Vroom. And just before you're about to decapitate Marx, he says, "Don't forget to inform my brother." His head gets lopped off. That is Marx's story.
Floki will run over to Bjorn and throw his hands up. I declare today, cause no blade or Skigats could fail this man. He now be known as Bjorn Ironside.
Bjorn yells, "Ironside!"
The crowd that has gathered stops and looks at you expectantly, Bjorn.
Expectedly, I don't know what honestly he would do in this case, but he's trying not to be too public. He's like, he died as a warrior, as a fighter. He will die tonight in the halls of slain. Cherish his memory.
So you're just gonna leave his body to rot on the street? The random bystander.
Of course not. He gets proper burial. He will get
Bury your
burial,
dead?
fire. Burned
Well,
to the.
Uh,
Okay, I guess I wasn't. I guess I was supposed to do it. So Burn will start piling, looking for anything to create like a little floating thing, so he can then put him in the water and
well,
light it up.
Well, there's ships, but probably people own the ships, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
You
If
look
there's
around.
a boat, and how much would boat cost?
maybe
um,
literally
What's the
looking for
typical custom if in a duel
Yeah.
if somebody dies? How do they typically?
Well, they just construct a pyre and set them on a pyre and send them on their way to Valhalla.
Isn't fire like?
Let's
Sorry, I'm
go
just
gather
trying
a
to
bunch of
remember.
wood.
Yeah.
But
Is there a place here where we can do that? Where it's like customary to do that? Like, I assume you don't just do it in like the middle of the street or something.
Burn was about to do it, but yeah.
Well, Lana, you would know that number one, wood is very scarce here. And getting wood is a problem. I'll explain more about that, but wood is very, very hard to come by.
Can we does him in like oil or something and just burn it? I don't know if it will work. Like a whale oil, blubber, whatever it's called.
You do not understand.
Uh,
Wooden pyre.
So where can I get wood here?
You'll have to talk to the Jarl about that.
Okay. I guess I'll wrap him in my blanket and I carry him, I guess. To the Jarl.
Okay. Okay. So,
Lana, does this shit happen all the time around here?
It's,
Is
it's,
that what
it's,
this place is?
What the deal?
People
Hey.
here get a little
What's
get a
wrong with
little.
people?
eh,
This
That's-
happened in
that-
my village.
that is a question that I ask myself all the time.
This is normal. Not in your village? Oh, normal.
People need attractions. Life gets boring. And dying as a hero in a battle, that's all the man can wish for.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, so Bjorn, you I assume you put the body of Marx over your shoulder and start heading over to the Jarl. Now,
Yeah.
Don't forget the head.
No, I got it.
You got it. All right.
it's in two pieces. That's true.
I assume I put everything together.
So, you see a dwarven woman with a long braided silver hair and beard. Yes, female dwarves have beards. And she has just finished knocking a tall human to the ground in front of a humble wooden home. She is busy berating him for not anticipating her attack. But when she notices you, she helps the man to his feet before turning from him. "What in the stone court do you Gorkas want?" she barks. "We're training! Can't you see that?" She picks up the man and starts knocking him down again. She's plainly much better at combat than he is.
We're looking for Jarl.
Oh, there is a Jarl of Nowhere. That's me. You can call me Balwin. Beowulf. Oh, you're just gonna stand there gawking?
Well,
Hi, Bill Lynn. How are you doing? Sorry
Ah,
for
it's you
bothering
again.
you.
You're always
Hi.
bothering me. What do you
I'm
want?
sorry. So I know you told me to go to the tower to see if there's any clues on how I can get back home. But all I found are these guys. So I was just wondering if you had any more leads or anything like that.
So I knew. There's a mysterious tower at the southern end of the island. I sent you there because maybe that's the best place I know. If you didn't find it, I apologize. But maybe,
Oh no.
just maybe the treasure you're looking for are the friends you make along the way, or some other bullshit like that.
But that sounds amazing. But all right. Well, I mean, they are even though, this guy over here just randomly got in a fight, which I know is common, and I'm not trying to denigrate or cast shade on your culture. I know culturally that's a thing you do, but it's weird. But yeah. Yeah. These are great. These guys are great.
Well, I can't help but notice you're carrying the body of a dead man on your shoulder, lad. What's the story with that?
he wanted to prove that he's worthy.
Turns out he's not.
He's not. But he still died in a fight. As a man, he deserves proper send-off. Problem is,
Yeah.
I need to construct a pyre. And I thought you could help with that. At least guide me where I can get wood and place somewhere that would honor him.
Wood is incredibly hard to come across here. All the wood we get from the forest is either used for the housing or for the ships. They're as bad as the rest of the refugees, always begging me, give us some wood so we can get out of these tents and build a house. There's simply just not the resources.
But how do you send off your fighters who fall in battle? I mean, what I've seen right now seems as a proud fighter.
Look,
What would you do with
as I
your?
said, wood is incredibly scarce. As bad as the refugees in the tents. Make a persuasion check, though, if you like, Bjorn.
15?
As I said, the wood is incredibly scarce here. But if you could give me 5 gold pieces, I could set you up with some wood suitable for a pine. How does that sound?
That sounds foul. To honor this man. And I hand her 5 gold.
All right. Just come back here in an hour or so. I have it ready for you. Now, I wouldn't be the Jarl of Nowhere if I didn't ask some questions. First questions. Who the hell are you and what the hell are you doing in my city?
Need a boat.
You got coin?
Some.
How much?
How much is a boat?
Yeah, we kind of just got here, and this was a little bit of our first stop, so we're not too familiar with pricing.
Yeah, we just came by to say hi, and I don't wanted to ask you about like the sending me to the tower and stuff. So.
All right. Well, I believe the shipbuilders, our Perron over there, there was a crew that requested a ship being built for them, but they've kind of gone there, absconded on the deal, shall we say. So Perron has a ship ready to go. Yours, I don't know, I think I remember saying 6,500 gold pieces, somewhere in that range. Do you have that amount of coin?
Absolutely not. So we might also be looking for work, I feel.
Well, if you're looking for that much, I could ask around town, maybe in a gold piece or 2 a day. Be done in 10 years or so.
I don't suppose they're willing to take layaway.
I don't even know what that word means, so I'm gonna say no.
like a lease to own option.
Yeah, like
What? Bjorn looks at them so like confused.
Actually, I did hear they can rent out the ship. They just need a small deposit.
oh,
Of-
well,
How small?
I mean, we can ask-
6,500 gold pieces.
I knew it. I knew it.
all
but
right.
At that point, I feel like we would just keep the ship.
That's
I
a
mean,
joke,
renting-
lad. I don't rent out ships.
Whoever decides the renter's price here.
It's a buyer's market.
Buyers beware.
Sellers.
The seller's market. Sorry.
There are some ship captains around that, shall we say, have got themselves up into some trouble. Maybe you may be able to negotiate with them. I don't know. Any of you are familiar with, well, I can tell you, Scooty of the Grey is a good man. He's one of the most feared captains of the Serpent Sea. And Lurks, good friend of mine, runs a good crew, solid. And then there's Hard. Yes, Hard.
These captains would come with their ships, correct?
No, you take over their ships. You have to find some leverage on them, challenge them, drinking competitions are common. But you can't just go up to them and say, look, let's do it. You take some knowledge, information about them and their crew. Does anybody
Yeah,
have a
think
high
we know
passive
something.
insight? Does anybody have a high passive insight?
Mine's 13.
Mine is 12.
9.
Yeah, also 12.
10.
So something to one of you. actually managed to do a check without any spelling mistakes. So somebody got a message from you.
Well, I mean, we kind of already know a little about one of the people. One of the captains.
Aye.
We got Eagle down south of the docks mentioned something about Hod.
What, do you want to know something about Hard, lass?
If you know something.
Make a persuasion check for me. Hard is a
You're doing great.
hard-headed man. That's all I can tell you about Hard.
What about the other captains? Do you have anything you can tell us?
Yes,
Well?
we don't really have too much information on the other guys.
As I said, Lurx is a good friend of me, the Owl. And the other thing is Scooty of the Grey is a feared captain. And you see his reluctant. He wants to say something, but is reluctant. But Sylvie, you're just not getting into his skin enough, it seems. Anyway, I got some grunts to train. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think
nope.
that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. Thank you.
It's,
Now that I've done a favor for you, I get to do a favor for me.
Depends on the paper.
Well, you see, up in this area here, she points to a bunch of tents, and you inherently know that tents are a horrible way to spend the winter. You do as best you can, but can't beat a house. And you see a whole lot of people mulling around in the tent. And the Jarl says, "Look, there's this halfling up there. Her name is Toki. And she's kind of stirring things up. She's lived in a tent her whole life, and I get the impression she's just sick of it. I want you to speak with Toki. Let's just say if you find any dirt on her, then bring it back to me. And let's just say I can quell the uprising intensity. They're making a lot of demands. I think if Toki was under my thumb, then we wouldn't have these problems. So speak to Toki, find out any information you can, and bring it back to me. And let's just say there'll be some reward for me. I might even tell you some more about the captains. But first you need some dirt against Toki. If you get that, the uprising will be quelled, information will be gathered by you, and you'll have the friendship of the Owl. What do you say?
What kind of stuff are they demanding?
Wood to build houses.
How soon should I come back for my wood?
We'll say while you've been talking, there are some servants, some ally brings back enough wood for a pyre.
Is there a specific place where I should set it up? Or can I do right here, right now?
Right next to my house? You daft idiot. Find somewhere open to do it.
I guess I could do it by the tent city.
No.
I couldn't comment.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
No, actually, I'm looking at the map. I was thinking here, but it's not right there.
Yeah,
not here.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. That'll solve.
Maybe
that'll
don't
solve
burn
the
guy's
Jarl's
body
problem.
in the ghetto. We could take him down. You want to go to the rune thrower? You can take him down by the water.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Because like showing off that you have wood in front of the people who have been demanding wood.
And
Maybe
just
not a
burn you.
great idea. Maybe
Yeah,
not a
that's
great
not such a
idea.
good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually playing a character who's not impulsive, so maybe let's not do that. All right. So where do we want to go? So
Let's, I guess, check out the shipbuilders.
yeah, just verify. And like, I know the Jarl was kind of choking, but I'm kind of curious if there's a way for us to like pay for the ship in like installment or something like that, or like coming here every so often to pay off a little bit of a time or something.
So you head
Also, what's with
over.
everybody just
tells me
trying
they
to
would just-
find dirt on each other? Everybody's
Oh.
trying to backstab this person.
Uh,
suck around
So, like,
here.
if we gave them money over time, somebody else would come along with the whole price, and they would just sell the ship to someone else and keep
well,
it.
no, like we'd basically like. Well, I don't know. Well, we could talk to them. Just
I don't think modern options exist in the.
I know, but just you never know.
Their financial services don't
Yeah.
seem to be.
I've got a good credit. I've got a good credit score. I promise.
A credit score? What?
Don't worry about it. All right. So, yeah, we'll head over to the shipbuilders just to confirm that that is what's going on.
Sylvie, why don't you roll me a d20?
Okie
Is she also going to go get into a fight to the death?
18.
Yeah, I changed my dice.
As you're approaching the shipbuilders,
Someone thrust a baby into my arms.
no baby this time, no baby. But there's a woman, tough to determine her age because she's dressed up for the snow and the weather. She's walking around in a bit of a daze, and she slips and she falls into the river, and it looks like she's just sinking. She's not struggling. She's struggling a little bit, but it's pathetic. She's disappearing into the river.
I mean, I can try to grab her. I'll yell out that she fell and try to grab her.
Okay, she's actually in the water. How do you want to get her out of the water? She's starting to sink as well.
Do we all
Can
see
I-
this?
Yep,
I
just Sylvie,
would've
just
yelled,
Sylvie.
yeah, I yelled out. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try to fairy fire the woman so we can see her.
Can assuming I'm quick enough, could I not kneel on the side and reach down and grab the back of her winter clothes?
She's not gonna avoid the fairy fire, so she's lit up. And absolutely, Sylvie, you can try and do that. Make me
Drop this rope.
make me an acrobatics to grab her ankle to stop her sinking any further. You grab hold of her ankle. She's not sinking. She's struggling a little bit under it. Do you try and pull her up, Sylvie?
I'll yell for help with pulling her up.
Okay.
Who wants to help me pull her up?
I mean, I will, but
Yeah, we don't-
I'm
we
just
don't
a
need-
I'm just a little rabbit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'll help.
I can help.
Big Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Give her.
Yeah.
Bjorn is
Yes.
Bjorn is by far the strongest. I think he's the strongest. I looked it
Yeah.
up. That's why
Yeah.
he challenged you, by the way, Bjorn, because you were the highest strength character. Okay,
I figure, yeah.
so Sylvie and Bjorn, you attempt to pull them out. I want to make Bjorn make an athletics check with advantage with Sylvie's help. At advantage.
My dice.
Jesus Christ.
I changed dice twice already, guys.
Oh
You-
no. You're
You
just
do
cursed
pull
now.
her out. It takes you a little while, and you get, I'm gonna say, you both take 2 points of cold damage as you're struggling to pull her up, and you eventually pull her up, and she collapses on her back on the banks of the river. Oh, thank you, lass. Oh, thank you, lad. Thank you. I knew something bad would happen to me today, and something bad did, but you saved me. What is your name, friends?
Sylvie.
Bjorn.
Sylvie, Bjorn. I don't have much to thank you. I mean, the rune thrower, he said something bad would happen to me today, and something did happen. I mean, I was contemplating what he said, and I lost track of where I was, and I fell into the river. And the thing that's really messing with my head, if he didn't say that to me, what I've been thinking about in the first place, then what would have fallen into the river? Oh, it's so confusing.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to thank me. Just go get dry.
Oh,
I'm going to press to digitate to clean her up.
warm her up? Yep, sure.
Nice.
Look, I know, I'll get warm. Please, I have a little bit of money. Please just take it. Tries to pour 7 silver pieces into your hand. So we.
No, thank you.
I
Nah,
don't really need it.
Yeah, you just keep it. Keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you know.
You don't have to pay me when you just accidentally fell in the water. You know, I wasn't doing a job.
No, you didn't have to save me, but thank you. And blessings of the Stone Court be upon you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, and she busses off to get warm with the prestidigitation, of course, helping her out. And you eventually make it to the shipbuilders. And the shipbuilders, the smell of wood and tar is strong as you approach a large outdoor workshop, behind which sits a small house. Most of the yard is reserved for sawhorses, stacks of lumber, and several storage sheds. 2 longship skeletons await completion. A third longship, almost complete, rests upon sawhorses near where the river curves into the courtyard. Only the prow and some finishing work remain before it is weatherworthy. And a human comes up to you and says, "Ah! My name is Pella. Pleasure to meet you. Are you interested in a ship? We've got this one ready to go."
You didn't use a T-brace. You nailed it together. Too sturdy. Will break apart in rough seas. You should know better.
Can I, someone's interested in buying who knows what the hell they're talking about? More than happy to listen.
Yeah, we were interested in seeing what you had available or what pricing options you had.
Well, this one here, he says, pointing to the one that's almost finished. Someone commissioned us to do this, and we took a deposit, but they never returned. Maybe the cold, the winters has taken them. But this one's ready to go. It's about a day's more work. Yours, you understand these are friend prices, of course. 6,500 gold pieces.
Okay, so yeah, he was pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's
Okay, well,
Your
What
hesitancy suggests you don't have the money. I understand.
oh yeah.
Do you have anything used with a few holes in it, perhaps?
Well, Scooty. Hers isn't in the best condition. I mean, these. He points to the other 2 ships. These are months away from being completed.
Do you know anything about Scooty? Is that her name? His name? Her name?
It's a he. Well, Scooty, he is, his mother died. A tragic event. His mother died, a few months ago. And he's worried that his, his mother died a few months ago. And he's worried about his father, who's still tending a farm on his own. That's a day's travel to his north. So I get the question that Scooty is perhaps not so keen to travel anymore, but he's still got a crew to run.
That's good to know. think that might be something to look into.
Now, I know that you plainly don't have the gold to buy the ship. But I can
Yeah,
tell
not
you
even
this.
close.
Not even close. Well, if you do get a ship, do some raids against some towns, villages that you have beef with, perhaps your gold will increase. Depending on the ship that you get, I could look at doing some upgrades to your ship. So, if you get some gold, if you get some resources, don't forget to visit old Karen. I can hook you up with some ships.
Absolutely.
Scorpions,
Sounds
a
good.
sturdy hull, a different figurehead on your boat if you don't like it. All the various prices, of course. And of course, if your ship is a piece of shit, it maybe only do one upgrade. It's decent, two, just goes up and up and up. There's only so much modifications you could do to a shitty ship.
Sounds good. Thanks for talking to us.
No problem. Once again, if you get any of these upgrades, I'm the man. Alright? Piron gets back to finishing the ship.
Off to the rune guy.
Cliff notes, Floki.
Scooty.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll let you give the cliff notes.
Oh. Scooty has a ship that might need some repairs, but he may be looking to get out of the game, so we might be able to. Might be looking to maybe get rid of it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Problem is, he still probably will be asking for too much.
We can find out.
Okay. So off to the rune thrower.
Yeah, I think so.
So you walk through the forest to get to the rune thrower.
Hey guys, there's wood all around here. Look at
Yeah,
you guys
what's
see all the
going
wood?
on?
There's wood right there. Look at that. That's a lot of wood.
Oh,
There's a tree.
oh yes.
Oh, this must be reserved wood.
There's wood here, but a lot of it is, as I said, it's all being used for shipbuilding and house building, which is, of course, what the people in the tent city want, but they can't cut it down because it is for ships and houses. So there's some conflicts there. But as you approach, you come across a small tree grove surrounds a clearing next to the river's edge. A campfire burns near a stack of wood, and a tall man stands on the opposite side of the fire. You realize that this individual is made of black wood and stands almost 9 foot tall. His arms poking through the white tunic he wears as thin as twigs. He raises those arms as if in greeting, and they brush the drooping boughs of the snow-dusted tree, spraying snow everywhere. The fire hissing where it hits the fire. He smiles, his wooden features stretching into a broad grin. And he says, "Show me your birth runes, and I shall show you how this world of ours ends."
I know how it ends. Ragnarok! Ragnarok!
What is your birth rune, friend?
I don't know. Just says signet ring.
I mean, do I have one?
Yeah, do I have?
Everybody gets one upon their
Oh
birth.
yeah, I have my. It's under your background.
Yeah, correct. Oh,
Fate's orphan.
Fate's bite.
Yeah, well, the thing, Malcolm, is like I'm a stranger, so I don't know if I know
Oh,
my route.
mine's engraved on my hand, so I just show my hand to him. I have a scar on my hand that represents the rune.
Okay, cool. This
I'll show mine.
Mine's like a little thing carved into one of my antlers.
Oh, actually, Malcolm, it looks like so just reading my
Mhm.
description, it's the newcomer's room, and this was the dude given to you by the rune thrower of the Varang in Nowhere. So he's
Oh,
the one who
okay.
gave it to me.
Okay. We'll get to each of you as we go. But we'll
All right.
start with Floki. As Floki going first. And Floki,
Faith fight.
you are the Fallen, correct?
Yes, the fallen.
He looks at the rune on your hand, and he draws a wooden rune that looks like this. He reaches into his bag and draws it up, and it says upside down. And he stares at you for no reason that you can ascertain. And as a cold, almost frigid wind blows across your shoulders. The rune throw. You get the impression that the rune thrower feels this cold breeze as well as he draws closer to you. And he says this. In this rune, I see much turmoil in you. From your past, from your present, a hard choice made. I think you have found something, Fallen. Show me what you found.
I will show him the glowing green marble.
That is not it.
I point to the girl, Sid.
That is not it.
The head, maybe?
My signet ring?
That is not it.
The head, then.
That is not it. Come on, Doug.
Artisan? My carpenter stools?
Nope.
My fangs?
It's your fangs. You gotta pull out your teeth.
No, I have no clue. What did I find? I don't see anything in my notes except for the marble. It's not in my notes. I must have missed that. I point to the feather.
His eyes widen, and he bites his wooden lip. Aye, that is it. And this is for the Volve, I think. You need to find the Volve at the Well of Wisdom. Do you know where to find the Well of Wisdom?
Let's see here. This is in Grimoire, correct?
Yep.
Alright, let's see here. An 18, do I know? Do I remember?
You have that's with advantage now, right? Since you have
Yeah,
advantage on
that
it.
was double 18.
It's up here, the Well of Wisdom. Do you see Well of
Okay.
Wisdom on your map? Sure.
Yep.
You do, yep.
Yeah.
So take what you've learned and what you know and seek out the Volve, the soothsayers, the seers at the Well of Wisdom. They can tell you more.
More as in memory? Memory come back? Oh,
Did I see much turmoil in you? From your past,
Oh.
from your present. And I know in your future, a hard choice must be made. But take this
Oh.
feather to the vault. The Well of Wisdom, they can tell you more.
Our choice already made. Girl must die, but they don't let me.
Who is next? Who wishes shows me their birth rune?
Burn stands up ahead. Raises his like part of his sleeve and shows his rune. It's not my birth rune. It has changed. I have the future Raider's rune. It looks like I.
You're the
But
cursed raider, right, Bjorn?
Yeah.
Yeah. The rune thrower reaches into her bag of runes and draws this rune for you. And you see the seer's wooden finger kind of lingers on the rune. I have news for you. She yet lives. The one that cast this curse upon you. I see her. She stands everlasting upon the white marble of Falagur. Speak with her. Only the Skald that cursed you. Perhaps only she might undo what should have never have been.
Alright. Now, if only. Do I know where that place is? The Feliger?
Floki, do you want to make another history check for us?
Yes.
Advantage.
Can you type out the rune that Floki was drawn so I can add it to my notes, please?
That's this. It's this one.
Manner reverse.
Manners.
Mana. Okay, thank you.
You know that
14 for the
Falagur.
history check.
Yep. You know that Falagur is the home of the Orn, which is a clan, and it's right there. I'll just ping it right there.
Okay, thank you.
Bjorn, do you understand what you need to do? Do you have any questions for me?
How long the one who cursed will leave? Do I have time to find them?
That I do not know. All I know is that she alives. I suggest you do not dally.
Understood.
Who is
I
next?
step back.
I'll saunter up.
So what's your...
Mine was the Fates Orphan.
Okay, cool. Okay. And she draws out this rune for you. And the rune thrower's eyes widen as he speaks, and he looks past you. In this rune, I see a king passing coin to a varang, one without a clan. I see the glimmer of drawn swords. I see the blood of your family. In this rune, I see the fate. That fate must take you to this varang. Does that make sense to you?
It does. Is there a specific location?
What I guess is news to you is that who you thought was responsible for the thing in your past could have been like a clan dispute, but it came from a varang, which is interesting. No real affiliation.
Okay. Okay, understood. That certainly changes a little bit. Thank you.
And I sensed someone associated with this Varang is somewhere nearby. Perhaps on this island, perhaps further afield. But I suggest asking around town. Look for those without a clan. Most people here would claim nowhere as their home as the clan. So look for an outsider.
I will keep my eye out for that.
Who is next?
Thank you.
Bobby. So,
Bobby.
Bobby.
You don't need a tongue to say Bobby. That's the cool part.
Draws out a rune that looks like this for you, Bobby.
Mm.
And I see you in your future, Bobby. I see you stand upon a ship of your own. But that is only the very beginning. One day you shall return to your lands after you have righted a great wrong. And if you so want, you shall lead them. And he scratches that at his head. First, though, your enemy is crafty, but not wise. They've made mistakes. They've left a trail. I see a man in the far north protected by the hide of a great bear. I see a slain man, too rich, too slow. And I see a terrible forest. He shudders and makes a short prayer to the Aldin that she might protect him from those that watches the watchers. Just copy that in for you there, Dylan. Do you have any questions for me, Bobby? Here, I have a pen and pencil just for such an occasion.
He's gonna write out. He's gonna write out Bear Hide Man and Rich Slow Man, and like circle them both, and hold up like one or two fingers, like same guy, different guy.
Different.
Thumbs up.
Okay. Who is next?
I'll go.
Sylvie. Okay. She draws out a rune. Oops. It looks like this. And she looks at you. He looks at you closely. I see. A terrible place. A place that seems unreal. It arises from nothing. It returns to nothing. But inside, you shall find a whisper of the truth. Twice you shall walk these halls. You must.
Hmm. Okay, where can I find this place?
It's called The Witch Shrine.
Which
I do not care not to reach you. I do not know where it is. We need to explore to find it. If you see this place, an old tower, rises from nothing, returns to nothing, inside you shall find the whisper of the truth. Seek out the Witch Shrine. And not even Mr. Historian Blokey knows anything about witch shrines. That doesn't mean a thing.
Okay. I'm gonna scribble all this down, and I'm gonna kind of like turn and show it to the ravens, and I'm gonna pretend like they know what it is.
Okay, they call, but they always
Yeah.
call.
Perfect.
Who remains?
Hi. And Lana's just going to show her newcomer rune that he was the one who put on her. Like, hi.
Sure. Once again, the rune thrower reaches into his bag, and he reaches. This one. Reaches at a rune that looks like that. My friend, says the rune thrower, it is good you return. And I am afraid that the Jarl did not give you all the answers you sought. Perhaps it is brought to you the companions you require to find your way home. The rune thrower smiles and studies these runes. These new creatures, the ones on the banners of the raiders that attacked you. I sear their bared teeth. I see them guarding what you lost. The clan of the war. That is where you must travel.
Ooh, okay. So is that like the name of the clan that was chasing after the other party? The rest of the party?
Well, remember you went into the tower, and when you came back, some raiders had burnt your ship to the ground. You didn't have a name for them, but the rune thrower is saying that the name of that clan is the War Clan.
Okay. Sweet. Thank
And
you. You're
furthermore, oh, I forgot you on the right map. I do. You can find them at White Rack on this island here. And at this point,
nearby.
Rolf is going to say, all right, we need to have words about this to plan our revenge. But I'll let the rest of you talk to the rune thrower first.
I think that's
Covered it?
everybody.
Yeah, that was pretty much every. Yeah.
Miss anybody? Well, I did miss somebody. And one more thing.
Rolf.
We do Rolf? Rolf, sorry, right, we'll get to Rolf in just a second. Because the rune thrower's got one more thing to say. This child that you travel with, and Sid waves her hand. I cannot say more, but the child is extremely important. And you must protect her. I cannot emphasize this enough. Loki, she is not the cause of Ragnarok. She is very important. I must insist that you stop with these idle threats against her. She is too important.
Floating head, visions, only when it looked at her. Sign from the gods.
No, it was actually when I touched it, but you know.
Loki, you speak in riddles. I need a yes or a no. Will you protect this child?
Only the gods will know.
Gonna whack Floki on the head.
Okay, so you successfully whack Floki on the head. What are you interested in, Floki? Are you just gonna float around like a feather on the wind? Because now is not the time for randomness. Now is the time to make decisions. Protect this child or be on your way.
If I must.
What was that, sorry?
If I must.
You must. And Sid, I have a gift for you too. And he hands her a cat. And this is a cat made of, it's a wicker cat. And she says,
like a wicker
oh
cat."
my goodness, I love it. I'm going to call you Coter. And this is Coter. And if you go to bio and info, you'll see a little picture of what this wicker cat looks like. And instantly, Sid just, the cat's climbing all over her and she is just happy as Larry. Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you.
Wicker cat, wicker rats. Did you make the rats in the tower?
I do not know what you talk about.
In the tower, mini rats, wicker rats, like the cat.
Swarms of them.
Bjorn, do you understand what you asked of me? What I asked of you?
Yes.
With your permission, I wish to tattoo the rune onto your arm. Do you consent?
Yes. Must be done.
Bobby, what about you? Bobby?
Yes. He's chewing his burger.
Okay. Floki, I hesitate to ask this because I fear you won't give me a straight answer. But Floki, with your permission, I can tattoo this onto you. What do you say, Floki?
Yes.
Yol, same question to you.
Yes.
Lana, I do not see a large area to put this tattoo on, but I could with your permission. Lana?
Oh yeah, of course.
Finally, Sylvie.
Yeah, absolutely.
So over the next few hours, he carves
I have
the
mine on my
rune.
ear.
Sure.
Yeah.
He carves it on the
Hell yeah.
part of the body that you request, within reason. And you can all add to your inventory a +1 ring of protection. It's going to function as that.
I like that.
Technically, I might need to play around with your character sheets afterwards because it doesn't take up a attunement slot, but just add it for now because that'll be easier. So everybody add a +1 ring of protection, which is what this rune will do.
Does it stack with artificer bonus to my arm?
Yeah, this gives you a +1 to your armor class.
Spoiler alert, you're probably not going to have that tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
Okay.
Remember to update your AC and roll 20 because your AC will go up by 1.
That's true.
Dick.
And tell you what, while you contemplate your new rune and your new fates, let's take a short break. And I will see you guys.
take a chance to change the dice again.
And Lana, if you're using mage armor, that +1 will stack with mage armor from Ring of Protection.
Yeah. I am currently not using mage armor, but I will eventually.
And that's the end of the wizard. All right. So, perhaps contemplating what the rune thrower said to you, what would you like to do?
I say so. We've been trudging through the endless snow for the past couple of days. I say we get our funds in order, and then maybe stop at the market. Let's exchange our stuff. Let's get a good hearty meal in, and then we can kind of weigh our options.
Well, we still need to talk to Toki in the tent place. Do you want to do that while we're on this side of the river, or do you want to go ahead and start the process of getting our funds sorted out? Either way is fine. I don't have a preference.
Yeah, we also have to do that thing for Bjorn.
Yeah, I would prefer to do the fire now.
We just set foot in the city. I would talk to the people in the tents before doing anything about it, really.
Yeah. Like my suspicion is that they actually have sort of like a legitimate complaint.
Well, yeah, it just sounds like they want houses. That sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we need to burn this guy.
Yeah, we can't really. Yeah, well, I can't carry him all the time. People looking at me strange now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bury him now, I guess.
Burn him.
Yeah, burn.
Burn the infidel. Yes.
So I turn to Seer and say, "Is there any? Will it bother you, or do you want me to go somewhere else?"
Go somewhere else would be appreciated. I'd have the trees burning. How can we?
I figured as much when I saw you. You're not gonna be too happy about
Let's
it.
just take him outside town real quick before we try dropping off at like 9 different places.
Sure.
Yeah, can we go here? I think it's like open area here.
Yeah, I mean, currently we can drop him off in 2 different places. But...
Okay, so easy enough to build a pyre and place the body of Marx there, and you light him up and fire burns, and if you wait long enough, you see that his body is just turned to ash, and everything is done in the proper manner.
All right, he's now in Pulse of Slain, ready to move on.
Yeah. Quick Trenta reminder. His brother is where?
Toon Arg or something.
I'll put it
something like
on
that.
here.
Bill,
We had it on. It's on the. I think it's on the map.
I'll
Or maybe
put it
not.
in again. Just finding the thing. Okay. Hun Arg.
That's the town. Okay.
So if you find the town, you gotta. Well, you can do what you like, but Marx asked you to inform his brother what happened.
I did not write down. Was there the name that he gave me for brother?
No, he didn't. The brother of Marx would be enough to locate it.
Mm-hmm.
You get Carl. Call it Carl if you like.
Marx.
Ah, dearie me.
Oh, hi, Marx. All right. So where did we want to go? Did we want to go to the tent city or across the river?
We're here. Why not go to the tents?
Okay.
So you
Then I guess
wander
we're heading to
across
the tents.
the tents. The day is starting to get long at this point, but you know there is accommodation to be had here, so that shouldn't be a terribly big problem. But y'all, why don't you roll me a d20 this time?
Bjorn or Phil?
There we go, y'all. Ah. Okay, just a second. A tall woman, flanked by a few companions wearing grey cloaks, strides across the street towards a cluster of men. She holds as a drinking horn and upends its contents onto the head of one of the men. You! I heard what you said about our Scooty! You lying bastard! He's no slower than he ever was, and will always be twice the warrior of any of you birds. The man shoves the woman. I heard he dropped the axe of his. Dropped it like a doddering old fool. The two leap at one another, drawing their weapons. And they're kind of circling each other. What do you do with anything?
I guess this is a common occurrence. All right.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I mean,
I don't really, doesn't really. Who mentioned Scooty?
Yeah, copy what exactly what they said. And as you're wondering what to do, Rolf says, look, they've each disrespected the other, and the issue can only be resolved with blood. And they go across and they keep up. The man keeps on chilling. Scooty, what a fool, dropping his weapon. How could you have him leading your crew? We cannot even hold an axe. A damn doddering old fool. And they start taking slashes at each other's, and doesn't take long before the woman opens the man's throat and he collapses into the arms of his companion. And the matter appears settled. The two groups drift away. So we perhaps seen this thing before and doesn't find people slitting each other's throat that interesting. To each their own.
I might actually, this thing that she's the one who won, I would actually maybe go up to her and ask about Scooty. Because she was like sticking up for him, correct? That's what it looked like. Yeah, I would want to maybe go up to her and.
What is it? What do you want?
Well, impressive duel first of all. Actually,
he insulted my captain is honor bound to intervene.
Of course. Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to ask you about. Me and my group over here looking to get our hands on. Well, we've heard from the Jarl actually that Scooty might be looking to retire. Is that accurate? Or he's
retire is not
looking to set. He's more concerned with his father, I heard.
Yeah, well, that's true. But the best way to support your father is to sail on a longship, gather your fortune. My understanding is not looking to retire. Maybe if the price was right. Let me just make one thing clear, though. Scooty is a great man, and this insolent rumor that man said that he dropped his axe, that is just slander. Great boy. No chance that he dropped his axe.
Well, I mean, the matter looks settled to me, right?
Huh. No one's going to spread that rumor again, are they?
I guess not. My name's Yol. What's your name?
My name's. My name is. It's just right here at the tip of my tongue. I'm just going to say it right now. Here it comes. Yep. My name is. I can go. Oh no, it's not right.
We could just say she gave me her name.
Stonya. My name is Stonya.
Ah, okay.
Right, so Stonya wanders away. You see the people of the man are facing the same problems that Bjorn found, just finding wood for a pyre, but it's someone else's problems at the moment. You guys approach Tent City.
Nope. Loki's
Nope.
staring off at something.
Okay.
Do you
What do you see?
not see? The Valkyrie. She follows me.
Maybe she came over to pick up the person who just fell. Battle?
You not see?
No? Bjorn looks up.
I am blessed by the gods.
You must be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as Floki see things that are either he can see or he's not really seeing things at all, who knows? But as you approach Tent City, you see it's a community of multicolored canvas tents sit on the northwest edge of nowhere. There are numerous fire pits with skewered rabbits or birds cooking, and dozens of men and women milling about the fires. Half-orcs, dragonborns, and tieflings appear to form the bulk of the community. An angry halfling stands with her back to you near the fire. "That's salt crust, dwarf," she says. "Don't cut the precious trees. Don't build homes. Don't. She's insufferable, and she must..." And her words trail as she glances over her shoulder and sees you. Her face turns a frightening shade of purple, and she stomps off towards one of the tents. And you know this can only be Turkey. Really?
I guess we'll head over to where she went.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go follow her to her tent that she walks into, some small children come up to you with some berries and nuts. So, welcome to our community, travelers. Here, have some berries and nuts as a welcoming. We don't get lots of visitors here, so please help yourself.
Thanks, kid. Toss him a silver piece.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Like
Thanks.
berries.
Thank you very much. Have you eat the nuts and berries? They're nutritious. They're good. Yeah, that's what you'd expect. And you see the tent that Toki went into, and the tent flap is closed. And Floki, you will hear there's some whispered conversations happening inside the tent.
well, Floki being Floki's just gonna wander in the tent. I hear you're Toki. I'm Floki. Are you possibly my child?
What? Who the hell are you?
Floki.
Look, there was a conversation happening. Why do you think it's to do with you? Why do you think you should join yourself in and be part of it?
Oh, our names are similar. Wondering if you're my child.
I'm a halfling. You're not. Do I need to explain the biology to you?
Huh? Things go in holes.
Like, just get out of my tent.
Let me stay. Enjoy myself.
No, get out of my tent!
No fun, no fun.
And-
I'll leave.
Okay, good. Very socially awkward, but I like it. It's cool. And yeah, so this halfling went inside the tent, and you all hear whispered conversations. You're not sure what they're saying, but yeah. Get out of my tent!
No, this was to
Oh.
like stealth around the back of the tent to try to listen in on the conversation through the tent.
Knock knock.
Who is it? Is that Black? Not Floki, are you?
No,
Nuh-uh.
no, sorry, no.
Are you
We're-
associated with Floki?
Unfortunately, yes.
Only vaguely.
Vaguely, I can live with. Come inside. Come out of the cold.
All right, thanks.
I apologize that this is not as warm as the houses in the city, but lived here my whole life. It's what I have to live with. Anyway, what is it? What can I help you with?
Well, we've kind of been made aware that you've been causing a stir, but apparently it's just because you're looking for reasonable housing.
Do you think that is an unreasonable request?
No.
What do you think is more important, ships or houses?
I mean, I don't think I'm really the one to make those decisions. If you know,
Or would you
I
rather
guess
have
if
a house to sleep in at night, keep yourself warm? Or would you rather live in a tent?
oh, I'd definitely rather live in a house.
She bring treasures.
Maritime ships.
It sounds like you prefer ships. Okay, I understand that. Fortunately, the raiding lifestyle is not for everyone. It's, shall we say, a luxury that not many can afford. I would love to be on a ship. I would love to be anywhere warm. But this city is its core. It's been my home. This is where I was born. And every year, Jarl after Jarl says, no, we must maintain the existing houses. We must preserve the ship for preserve the wood for the ships. Year after year after year. Now that refugees have joined us, who have mysteriously appeared in these lands, the need is getting more and more and more. But the Jarl will not listen. Perhaps you could talk to the Jarl for me. Perhaps convince him to build more ships, build more houses. And perhaps find employment for us. Would also be most useful. Can I trust you or help you with this situation?
I mean, I would definitely like to look into it. Is there a shortage of jobs in the city as well?
Well, there's a shortage of jobs for us. You see, one of the problems is Serpent, who's responsible for the docks. There's lots of hard labor to go there. But he doesn't like half-orcs. He doesn't like dragonborns. And he doesn't like tieflings. But look around you. That forms the bulk of our populace. So, I mean, there are jobs available, but perhaps not for us.
And he works down at the docks.
He does.
Okay.
And there is always work at the docks for those strong of backs, and my half-orc brothers, they would do the job admirably if it wasn't for Sailor Finn's, or shall we say, prejudice against the bulk of the population who live here.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Well, that's great, but why would you do such a thing? I do not know you. You do not know me.
You gotta play the long game, improve the city. Everything improves. But I just think that everybody should, you shouldn't be just forced to live out here in tents.
Well, you'll get no disagreement from me. As I said, I was literally born in these tents. Years after years, the lies continue. Half-truths.
So-
I mean, also look at me, I'm a worksman. He probably wouldn't. He'd probably underestimate me too. Maybe I can convince him otherwise.
Perhaps.
So I'm going to. You're going to. So Hyol, you're going to hear a voice in your head that is actually going to be Lana, and she's actually just going to mention. Do you think these people would be appropriate crew people if they're willing? So that's telepathically.
Possibly.
So no one else would be able to hear it.
I'd like to consider it. Yeah.
So so in that case, Lana is actually going to bring up. There's also another possibility. So we're interested in getting some sort of ship. If we do get a ship, would some of the folks here be willing to crew it? That's another way for you to get honest work.
I will ask around. That is an interesting idea. Many of us are not sailors. Many of us have grown up in the tent city. We know little about ships. What would being part of your crew require?
Well,
And
it
is
would
it-
require crewing the ship.
If there's manual labor jobs, perhaps, but if you're looking me for us to trim the mainsail or whatever the jargon is, then I'm afraid it will be next to useless.
Can always learn.
I know sailors are a superstitious lot, and one that does not pull their weight on a ship, does not know their way around, often ends up overboard.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But I will ask around. But do you convince Cyril Finn or perhaps talk to the Jarl when I'm most concerned about improving housing and creating employment? Those are my priorities. Tell me, what ship do you have?
We don't have one yet, but it is a work in progress.
Oh, I don't know if this is useful information, but I heard from a friend that someone called Lurks disparaged the captain of the Raven ship, Han. Lurk said that Han is a terrible leader and not very smart. But never to his face. So I can tell you that other people think Han isn't the cleverest tool in the shed, shall we say.
All right. Good info. Good info. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and I'll ask around. Perhaps I can find. I think if there's just manual labor to be done on the ship, then maybe I can round up some, get some half orcs involved. But please help us with our housing situation. Help us with our employment situation.
See what we could do.
All right. Oh my God. I wish you luck. Rolf, as you leave Tin City. All right, everybody. We need to talk about this Ward clan. You know, we have a name now for those who took out our ship. We have a location for those who destroyed our ship. What do you think should be done?
Well, clearly what I need to find is associated with them, so I wouldn't mind taking it to them.
Yeah.
Good pay for what they done.
Yeah, step 1, get a ship. Step 2, get revenge. Step 3, take all their stuff.
Profit. Yep,
Yeah,
take all
yeah.
their stuff.
Exactly.
Well, you get no disagreement from me. And with a flourish, Rolf takes his dagger and slices his palm, and blood spills out into the snow. Alden, hear to me. I swear upon my blood that before the snow melts, I will find the war clown. And for the violence against my people, this deed shall be done before the next full moon. I swear this vengeance against me. And then he turns towards you guys and says, will you join me? Swear it, an oath, to me, to one another. Share your sword, your shield, your spells, and I will do the same. And the scholars shall sing the stories of us together for the glory we shall earn through all the ages. Sylvie, are you with me?
Yeah.
Give me your hand, lass.
Hand.
And he takes the dagger and looks at you for approval, or he cuts your hand. You let him cut your hand?
Yeah, totally.
Repeat after me. And ask you to say that.
I am Sylvie. I swear upon my life, I don't have a clan, and my honor, that I shall uphold the oath of fellowship with these companions who stand with me.
Beautiful. Y'all, are you with me?
I am, but I have a question. Instead
What?
of the palm, can you do it like on the outside of my forearm? Because I use my hands a lot. And they're small hands.
Blood is blood, lad. Blood is
There
blood.
you go, yeah. I'll give my forearm.
Cut your forearm. Your blood spilling with the blood of Sylvie and the blood of Rolf on the ground. Kind of a symbolic thing as your blood mingles on the ground. And he asks you to repeat the oath that Sylvie just said.
I am Yol, and I swear upon my life, my clan, and my honor that I shall uphold the oath of fellowship with these companions who stand with me.
Beautiful. Bjorn, give me your hand, lad.
I thrust my hand.
Isn't Bjorn at like 2 HP? Wouldn't this kill him?
What are your
Well,
hit
we can
points,
certainly
Bjorn?
check. 5.
Ah, there we go. You take 2 points of damage. There we go.
Oh my god.
Swear, lad, swear.
Only if skulls don't sink near me.
Say the oath, lad.
Yep.
Yep.
I am Bjorn, and I swear upon my life, my clan, and my honor that I shall uphold the oath of fellowship with those companions who stands with me.
Lana, are you with us?
Sure? This seems very unsanitary, but all right.
And you present your paw, I guess?
Yeah, I present my paw like a dog trying to shake.
Your blood mingles with that of Bjorn, Joel, and Sylvia on the ground. Swear the oath,
Yeah.
lass. Swear the oath.
Ugh. I am Lana, And I swear upon my life, my clan, and my honor that I shall uphold this oath of fellowship with these companions who stand with me.
Bobby. Ah,
And then,
shit. Yep, sorry.
and then as like Lana steps back, she's just going to prestidigitate like this queen. This is dirty. All right.
Okay, no. No, what do you call it? Like a rusty nail? What's the thing you get from a rusty nail?
Tetanus.
Yeah,
Tetanus.
Yeah, you're not getting tetanus. Oh, Bobby, we got a problem. Well, first of all, do you want to join us? Be part of this fellowship?
Mm-hmm.
And he wants you to present your hand, Bobby. Do you present your hand?
Yep.
But repeat after me as best you can, Bobby. Bobby? Let you describe how you say the oath.
Bobby, I swear upon my life, my head, and my honor that I shall uphold the oath of fellowship with the companions who stand with me.
Beautiful, 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 Bobby. Floki, are you with us?
One question. When's the next moon? Because if it's tomorrow, we won't get a ship by tomorrow.
We have 3 weeks. Know where they are. Let's get this ship organized. Let's get this crew organized. Kick some butt.
Oh,
It's a reasonable amount of time.
Hold out your hand, lad.
I'll hold out the hand that is not scarred, because I have a scar on one of my hands with my rune.
Incorrect. I'll say 2 points of damage just for shits and giggles. You now have scars on both of your hands. And as your blood mingles with the blood of Sylvie, Yol, Bjorn, Lana, Bobby, Floki, Krolf, Sid says, well, I just want to take it back a step. What was that rune thrower on about? I'm nobody. What was that about?
Nah. You
don't worry about it.
You
I
saved
am
two
worried about
people's. You saved people's lives. You're not nobody.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You're cool.
Well, I'm a good healer, but he thinks I'm very, 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 very important. Floki, that's disgusting.
Maybe you are. You don't know.
Well, what do you make of it? Lana, you've been kind to me. What do you think? And I'm just a girl. I'm a good healer. What does he mean?
Well, we'll just find out. So you never know what's going to happen.
I don't, and that scares me. I mean, I just want to go home. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but I want to go back to where I came from. I'm some big important person. Well, it's harsh, but I don't care. I just want to get home.
And we'll get you there. Don't worry about it. Don't let what they said mess you up. We got your back.
Yeah, make a persuasion check. She's freaking out a little bit. Not as freaky as Floki licking the blood on the ground, but that's another story. Oh, Lana, you've been kind to me, but you say calm down. How am I supposed to calm down? Not very, very important. I'm just Sid.
Maybe us getting you home is the important task.
I hope you're right. But he says I'm important. I mean, I know that everybody's important in their own special way, but that's not what he meant.
Oh, we don't know, but I mean, you have your cat, right?
I got Kotra.
Your cat thinks you're special. That should be good, right?
Well, it's true. Well, I guess however I look at it, vamps have some importance, well, so be it. But I can't think of a safer place to be than with you guys.
Yeah, just hang out. We'll figure something out.
All right. Floki, you got my back?
Yes, I promise.
Do I need to take this oath?
Yes.
Rolf, maybe just a little like finger prick.
It's not common for one so young to join in such an oath. But what the rune thrower says, Sid, are important. As we know, important things are coming to this world. The Ragnarok. Some say the Volves are wrong. Some say we just need to prepare for Ragnarok as best we can. Some say we are all doomed. Some say it can be ignored. However you look at it, though, I think Ragnarok is approaching. We've had this blasted winter now for 3 years. I don't know if Sid is tied up to this or not. Sid, I think it is time for you to take the oath. And she holds out her hand and she just has a little nick on her finger, but it's quite a nasty nick. Her blood mingles with the rest of your blood on the ground. I am Sidday. You remember her full name, Sidday, but she prefers Sid. I am Sidday, and I swear upon my life, I don't have a clan, and my honor, that I shall uphold the oath of fellowship with these companions who stand with me. All right, guys, I think we're a team. Oh, Floki, no. Oh, okay. You kind of.
There's probably a butcher in town, man.
It's okay.
You can kind of tell that this was written by the same people who did Odyssey, right? With these oath type of things and the epic backgrounds. I think the epic backgrounds of this are definitely tied into your character, but than the other one. But anyway, you can tell it's done by the same people. Okay, with his blood mingling on the ground, with the voice of the halfling begging you to find employment and housing for her people, knowing that Cyril Finn doesn't like the people in Tent City and wouldn't employ them. But night is starting to fall. It's getting cold. What do you do?
Yeah, I think we need to save the rest for tomorrow. Let's go cash in, carb up, and take a nap.
Good
Sounds
hearty
like a
meal
plan.
would not hurt.
Yeah, something nice and warm after
Where do you
wandering. I guess the market to trade in our stuff.
Yep.
How are you
We
going
need
to
to
get across the river?
Yeah, we'll
We'll
talk
get a
to
boat,
we'll talk to the. They had mentioned a ferryman or something.
The ferryman, I guess Lana would know, is Cyril. And he's over here by the docks. And along the eastern half, there are numerous docks with longships tied tightly to keep them from slipping downward. A thin, short elf barks commands at a symbol of humans, elves, gnomes, as they walk along the waterfront. Though not exactly a bustling port, it appears to keep these workers busy enough.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Just looking for a ferry across the river.
Ferry across the river, certainly. A copper piece per person.
Reasonable.
Sure. How many are we?
Your 8 including Krolfinsid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just hand over 8 copper.
Whoosh. And he ferries you across the river and goes back to bark orders at the elves, gnomes, mostly. And
All right.
Right.
Heading to the market.
hey, the market. A variety of mundane shops line this area. Everything from weapon and armor to foodstuffs. A few stores have large fish hanging from the rafters. One even has a giant bat spread out between supports. The merchants do not appear to clamor for your attention. They are not luxury shops, but simply suppliers of goods necessary for survival. You doubt there's any deals to be made here. And, and who have we done? Lana, roll me a D100.
100.
Yep. Big 100-sided die. 9. So we don't need to role play this out, but the market is a dynamic place. Lots of things coming and going. And just recently, suit of ringmail has arrived. So anybody's needing a suit of ringmail? They can buy
Maybe
it.
eventually. How much is it?
15.
Let's see what we have.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and convert it all to cash?
That depends on your persuasion rolls. So
Okay.
who's going to be leading to convince? We're just going to make it a roll. And we'll determine from there who's going to persuade the merchants to buy their goods of the party.
I assume me.
Not with my -1 charisma, not me.
Yeah. So I just assume it's me. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and persuasion.
See what Sylvie
Oh my
needs.
god, that's terrible.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not terrible. That's below average. I'm going to say you can convert all of your gems and everything at a 75% rating. So take the gold,
Bad.
take 75% of it.
All right. Are we cool with that, or do you want me to just convert some of it and
That's
then keep it away?
I don't think we have anything really just convert everything.
Okay, I'll just do that. So I'll just total it up and have it be 75% of the value. All right.
Sure. Okay. So by the time you haggle, and you know ships are coming and going with goods, perhaps if you come back tomorrow, you might find something more interesting.
Can I try really? What was the thing with the bat above it? There was a place with a bat. Is there just somewhere that might sell like just oddities or weird like trinkets?
Sure. What are you looking for?
I just don't know what I want my homunculus to be, so I was looking for like any kind of like toy or little created creature that might be sold somewhere.
Yeah, what? Make me an investigation check. See if you can find something useful. I'm at the stage with my bow, but only got the pearl things left, so...
I'm going to use I'll use my inspiration that I had from that. Yeah, much better.
You're looking for a creature to turn into a creature for you, right?
Yeah, for the homunculus servant.
We have a list of this. Roll a d12 for me. find a children's toy made from wicker. And you know, a lot of the things here kind of come to life from wicker. This is not one of those things. It's a puffin.
Okay, interesting. Something's drawing me to this bird.
Oh, I can sell it to you for only 5 silver pieces.
Bird's the word.
You have a deal. Thank you.
All right. So a wicker puffin for your homunculus. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, but this time it is getting very late. The shops are starting to close down. What do you do?
Eye of the storm.
Okay. Lana, roll me a d20, please. Four. We had a 4. Roll again. You hear, we'll say as you enter the eye of the storm, there's a couple of raiders who are leaving, and they talk about who would win a duel, Scooty or Lurtz. And they say that they were debating about who would, during orders, about who would win in a battle. And one of the raiders says, well, a long time ago they did fought, and Scooty won.
Lurks is one of the other boat captains, right?
Yeah. There's Scooty, Hard, and Lurks are the 3 of them.
Okay. So Lurks is pretty much the one we know the least about. Like, we know Scooty is like old, possibly lost his axe, all that
Dropped
stuff.
his axe.
And yeah, dropped his axe. Hod is a jerk, and he said he killed the previous owner of his boat, but might not have actually.
No,
Right.
it's like he killed the ship, the captain of the ship, to claim the ship, and he said it did to avenge his brother, but somebody heard him praying, thanking that his brother was dead. So it's a bit odd.
Okay.
So avenged his brother by killing the former captain of the ship. But he seems thankful that his brother is dead. So something odd there. But yes, you don't know that much about Lurks yet. But you enter the eye of the storm. Give you a view. The visual. This is what whoops, you probably see nothing.
It's dark.
There we go. Open your eyes, Floki. And a long 2-story building appears quite busy from the outside. Through the open windows, you see a variety of warriors and common folk sitting around its tables. Though the sweet smell of mead fills the air, it barely masks the stench of overcooked fish. And patrons just crowd this tavern. Tables are scattered about the lower floor, and most are occupied. A wooden ladder near the back leads to an upper level with several sleeping chambers. Everywhere the clatter of dice, shouts of glee, and barks of angles assails all ears. A stout woman stands behind the counter and barks orders to a group of tired-looking staff. This place is going off. Okay.
All right. So did we want to mingle, or did we want to just call it a night and try tomorrow? Since it's been.
You need. I plan on getting a meal and relaxing for a bit.
All right. Well.
Never know what rumors you may hear in a tavern.
All right. So yeah. So Lana's gonna come in. She's going to say hi to people she might be familiar with. She's probably like.
You
I don't know.
recognize
She's.
the bar owner immediately. Everybody knows Zillan. And you see there's these two drunken people taking wild swings at each other and says, "You daft buggers!" and bangs their head together and they both collapse to the ground. Ah! Welcome to the Eye of the Storm, friends. What can old Zelen get for you?
What's on the menu? Oh, you're
Well-
talking to him. Never mind.
Oh, no, she's talking to all of you. I'll sell some mead. And that's about it. Not much of a food here, but I can get you mead, rooms for the night. And first of all, I pride myself on knowing everybody that's going on in this town, and I recognize you, Lana. Who are these people you have with them, and what are they doing here in nowhere?
Oh yeah. They go up like I was going over to that tower down south.
Yeah.
Because the Jarl told me I might be able to find stuff, and these are the people I found. They've been they kind of washed up on shore, and we're apparently we're gonna be friends. So
So you're looking for
hopefully-
answers, and these guys give you the answers? Is that right?
no, that they're looking for stuff too. I think we're all gonna be looking for answers together, like best friends, like a crew. So yeah, so that's why we're here. Well, also we're here to like maybe go to bed afterwards, but we're also here to find some information because and then she's going to like conspirationally like kind of whisper like we're looking for a boat.
You're looking for a boat. Well, that's not as... You're... Well, looking for a ship. I mean, You're going to be needing a crew for the first thing. The guys have a crew. Do you want old Zelen to find you a crew? I know the right people. It would be the most expensive, but I could find you a crew. Cost you a little bit of gold, but I sure can arrange that for you.
Oh, we're still sort of like looking for who might be interested. So, but we'll definitely keep that in mind. We're actually more interested in like the ship captains that are currently around. Have you got any information about Scooty, Lurks, or Hod by any chance?
Yes, what is commonly known. I... You see, they all meet in the Raiders Hall. That's when you can get... you can do direct contact, direct negotiations with the Raider captains. Unfortunately, it's quite hard to get into. Yeah. And she looks as if she's trying to decide whether to tell you something.
Come on, we're friends, right? I've been good to you.
And friends know what they like and what they need. You scratch my back, Lana, I'll scratch yours.
Sure. What do you need?
Oh, you know what I need.
Do I know what she needs?
Gold.
Oh, gold. Yeah. Yeah. So, would I be able to know like the going rate for that stuff, or like a?
Put it this way: the more you pay, the more likely she is to talk.
Right. We
Five
just got
gold pieces would be the minimum. Anywhere
right.
upwards with that would increase your chances.
Do you guys mind if I give her like 15?
Go for it. Did you split the? Did you convert everything?
Yeah, I converted everything. We
Okay.
have like 318.
Okay.
All right. So I will start by putting gold pieces in her hand one at a time until there's 15 in her hand.
Ah, that is useful. Now, since you're leading this, Lana, I'm going to ask you to make a persuasion check, which I believe is not your best stat.
No, it's actually my best stat.
Oh,
I've just
it
been
is.
rolling like shit.
Everybody I think needs to just refresh their dice.
That is
It was-
my
it was
that is my
15
like
gold,
my
it's just not
third
advantage.
4 of
Yeah.
the night.
Yeah, there's
That's-
no
yeah,
natural
that's a lot
ones,
of
but
nines.
so
That's
many
crazy.
3s and 4s. My goodness. Oh, look, Lana, keep your money. That's. I got nothing to say about how you get in there. Slides the 15 gold
Right.
pieces back to you.
All right. Well, at least we didn't spend any money. All right. Again, my best stat. But
All right,
whatever.
Well, what's the going rate for lodging for the night?
Lana, you've dealt with Zelen before, and you know if she slips gold pieces back to you, she's really wanting more gold pieces.
Oh, okay. Then no. Like I insist. We can probably here. Let's add a little bit. So I'm going to give her like 25. And hopefully that will also pay for our
25?
lodging. Yeah,
Make a
25.
persuasion check.
Can I get advantage because it's a ton of cash?
No, because you found what? There's mechanics behind how much you do it.
Thank
That
fucking
Oh, there you go.
God.
Natural 20!
Let's go.
is that perhaps the first
Let's
natural
try to
20
grease
of the
wheels a little
campaign?
bit.
I think so.
The way the mechanics
Maybe.
work, for every 5 gold pieces, the DC goes down by 1, and it starts at 17. So you're looking for a 12, and needless to say, a 25 does it admirably. All right. So to access the Raiders Hall where the Raiders meet, you need to approach the building, and she points out the building. You need to knock on the door. A man will open up a sliding thing and he'll ask for the password. And the password is drinking horn. Drinking horn. So say that, and you'll gain an audience. I can't guarantee what captains will be there, but that would be a place to start.
Thank you. Much obliged. Now, how much for rooms for the night for myself and my friends over here?
5 silver pieces per night for one of the alcoves, and 2 people can sleep per alcove. And there's 8 of you, so that will be 20 silver or 2 gold pieces.
All right. I'll pass her the silver.
Okay. So you have lodging for the night.
Are we able to get food? I think you mentioned there is no food really here.
There is food. I was incorrect.
Oh, there is.
That's what you can get.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll share a roast salmon with Sid. We're
Sure.
both small. We can probably like.
Oh, absolutely. So feel free
I
just
will
to.
request my salmon to be uncooked.
Oh,
I'm just I'll just take an entire cheese wedge and some porridge.
okay. You only charge 3 silver pieces because it's not cooked. So, bit of savings there, Floki. And Floki, roll me a d8.
D8.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to do the math
7.
for this. So if anybody just wants to use their own cash to buy their own food, that'd
That's
be great.
what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Why don't we just split the gold so people could just do what they want with it?
Yeah. I'm down for 5 silver, so yeah, I would like.
Floki, someone mentioned you didn't know much about lurks. You overhear someone talking about. It's copied from there, it'll be easier. Lost my page. So you hear a rumor about lurks. And as you do know, he's of the ship of vipers. And he is in love with a woman from an outpost they recently captured. And he's fallen head over heels in love with this woman. And I'm going to ask, who am I going to ask? Sylvie. Also roll me a d8.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. Like we'll just take 20 gold pieces each.
Yeah,
That
just
way
for
we have
stuff.
that way we have like a we have a stash for stuff like what we just did for like bribing people or buying something for the
Yeah.
entire group or something.
Yep.
So I'll take 120 from the stash and everybody just gets 20 gold.
That works.
Not the idea. So, Sylvie, what you hear is there's people talking about this war clan that you've heard about from. I forgot who you heard it from, but you heard about this war clan, and now you know your enemy and you know where they are.
The Rune Thrower.
The Rune Thrower told you. Okay, cool. And you hear that the war clan, they worship strange, shaggy beasts and even claim to ride some of the larger ones. And they call these creatures wolves. None of you have any idea what a wolf is. I mean, the players do, but a wolf is a strange creature Sylvie, Floki, and so on have never even heard of. And one more d8. Yo, roll me a d8. It's got a 6, 7, and an 8. You hear another rumor. There's a king of the Bandor, and he is said to have captured a Valkyrie and kept her caged at his castle, or rock pile.
Spooky.
Rock pike,
No.
sorry, rock pike.
I am just giving them the stank face when I hear this rumor.
You got a problem, friend?
Arr. Arr.
You bark like an animal. Makes sense.
Oh, I was staring up. I'm sorry.
Look, if you got a problem, mate, we can take it outside.
Oh no, the gods will provide.
Look, mate, I said if you've got a problem, we can step outside. And behind him, a mug of ale is just crashed upon his head. And Zelen said, the daft bastard is always looking to pick a fight. Let him sleep it off on the night. Gives him a swift kick in the guts. I'm sorry, friend. He's a real asshole. Here, have some mead on me. And
I was about to send him a drink to try to calm him down, but that was a lot cheaper.
we gotta have some a honey water mead on me.
Or a cup of his blood, maybe?
No, that is
Oh,
weird.
I'll take the mead.
I'll give you a description of honey water mead. It's pretty mild, but this is what it is. Okay, so if anybody wants to talk to any of these rumors that you've heard, or if you wish to just retire for the night, feel free to let me know.
Is there a music playing or not music, singing or anything going on?
Oh yeah, but it's not it's not coordinated like there's lots of people singing or drinking songs in one corner and some others in another corner.
I'll just then I'll
Mhm.
go
Yep.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
All right, then I'll grab my food and go to the room and eat there.
Okay. Suddenly.
I want to before
Yep.
sorry,
Go.
before I go to the room, I asked the bartender about whoever King Senric is. I don't know if we ever heard of him.
King Cendric.
Or Rock Pike.
It's in the far north. See if we can find it on the map. While I'm sorting that out, Floki, why don't you make a history check for me?
Okay. 13.
13. My computer's frozen. Come back to me. There we go. No. There we go. Let's say, just a sec. So I'm just trying to locate it on the map myself.
Oh, and also, I want to be on the lookout for any like if there looks to be like anybody without clans, like the
Sure.
the Wicker guy told me about.
Well, I say you know vaguely where it is. Let me just. It's about there. And I'll just put a label on it. Oh, it's very small. Okay, I'll do for now. Small one. So there we go. It's approximately there, is as best as you can get it.
Mm.
And if you want to make a history check asking for unaligned people, feel free to do so.
Oh, that was.
It's not an investigation. So what's your investigation if you roll a 9?
Oh, investigation is +5.
That's 14. Okay, you ask around and you hear there's a bunch of varang hanging out in the and the warehouses over here, number 3.
Did the tiefling woman tell us about the warehouses at the beginning, or did we find out anything about them?
No, they're just warehouses, right? They store stuff, so not that much interesting to say about them. And no, she didn't tell you anything.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right. So, you all settle in for the night. I think somebody paid it up. And you all go to sleep. Get a nice long rest in. And before you ask Doug, no, you do not level up. But you do get a long rest. And that, I think, is a perfect moment to pause for this evening as we continue to explore the town of Nowhere next week.
There was barely any big combat. I wasn't going to ask today.
Well, yep.
No, I'm just, when you get a chance, if you can unlock me a homunculus token, like a small token for it.
Sure.
So
what
do I lose? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Free my boy Hamuk.
Well,
it doesn't let me. There's none. It's not an option to add in the extras for some reason.
Oh, okay. So you want to? Do you have the stats for the homunculus?
Yeah, it's.
You could just send that to me, and I'll set you up a homunculus that you can sort out.
So I was checking. I'm losing my armor, right? That's what you meant.
Yes, the plus one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. And yes, so send me that homunculus stuff, and I'll get you a puffin. I'll get up a wicker puffin, and we can go from there. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Right.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Have a good
Bye.
night.